game is brought to you in HD by EA Sports and Madden NFL 11. Another beautiful day in Northern California. Gus Johnson, along with Chris Collinsworth, as we welcome you to Oakland Alameda County Coliseum. An exhibition contest coming up between the Raiders and the Dolphins. Who do you see as the key players for this matchup, Chris?
Well, Gus, I've got my eyes on the two quarterbacks in this one. I had a chance to talk to both of these guys, obviously guys that have experience in this situation. They've been here before, and yet it's always so interesting. You can see a different look in their eyes when they're warming up. You know that they know the significance of these matchups, and it just adds another level of excitement to the football game. When you're talking about this kind of talent on the field, this should be a really good one. I know you're excited. I'm excited. Let's get it going.
Interesting, Chris. Great storyline here today, and we'll follow that storyline as this game moves on. He makes it back to the 25. Handoff on the draw. They get 3 yards on the play.
The defense did a nice job there jamming the running back, bringing the outside linebacker on a blitz. Sometimes those outside backers a little more athletic and can really help stop the run.
Give to the tailback.
And if you can make a running back hesitate just a little, that time you could see there really was no hole and the running back was just fishing for a place to go.
Opts for a short throw. So the offense will probably head off the field after failing to convert for a first down on that series.
And it really looked like the defense won the battle up front. The big guys controlling the line of scrimmage made the difference there.
It's fourth down. The Dolphins line up to punt. He gets out to about the 42-yard line. They'll go to work at the 42. Fakes the handoff. He's going up top. Vontae Davis was defending on the play. They'll face second down and 10. Here's the give. That's a gain of 5. And now it's third down. Third and 5 right here. Ball on their own 46. Looks left. Here's a short pass.
Yeah, that's one, if you study this team on tape, you're going to see them go to that in the clutch, and it worked again.
They'll keep it on the ground again. That's a gain of 2. That brings up second down. Second down and 8 here. Ball on the 46. Good coverage downfield. Will Allen was there to bring him down. A gain of 3 yards on that one. The offense facing another third down here. Gives it to the back. The stop was made by Channing Crowder. Bush picks up 5 yards. They call on the field goal unit. This will be a 55-yard attempt. The kick is off target. The Dolphins will start this drive at the 45. They'll give it off here. He's tackled at the 43-yard line.
Ronnie Brown with some very solid running that time. If there is an opening to be found on the defense, this guy is going to find it and exploit it.
He'll get it again. He's brought down at the 32-yard line.
Ronnie Brown can see the field so well, and as a runner, you need to have that kind of vision to be successful.
So they line up at the 32. Pass is short right side. He's wrestled down at the 19. Henny will hand it off.
The defense filled up all the gaps. The back was looking for somewhere to run, but by bringing the run blitz, they took away all the holes and stopped them for a minimal gain.
Dumps it out right. And the tackle was made by Richard Seymour.
Screen passes like that are real confidence builders for the quarterback. They get a completion, a nice little gain, and they know they're not going to get hit.
Rolando McClain was there for the stop.
I know those runs aren't exactly the kind you see on the highlight shows, but you're keeping the drive alive, maintaining possession, and picking up first downs.
He's going for it all. Comes down with it. Touchdown.
Brandon Marshall is just so physically skilled. When I watch him play, I tend to think of a young Terrell Owens, a guy that has an unlimited potential. He just has to make sure he stays focused on what he's doing on the football field.
Miami up 7 points. Let's take a look at the drive summary, which is presented by Verizon. Carpenter gets ready to kick it away. Holland is back to receive the kick. Higgins from deep in his own territory at the 6. He gets out to about the 22-yard line. On the ground left side.
Well, that was the perfect time for them to call a blitz. They got in there, filled up all the gaps, brought down the running back for a short gain.
Dumps it out left. And he's tackled at the 31. A pickup of about 7.
Nice play there. It's only 7 yards, but that's the kind of underneath throw that eventually opens up some throws down the field.
He's tackled at the 32-yard line.
And it's not very often that I get really excited about defensive line play, but that time the guys up front on defense were just overpowering.
He takes it back to the 29-yard line. Miami will go with the Wildcat. It goes straight to the back. Watch out for that sideline speed.
And you really have to look at your safety play anytime somebody makes a run of that distance, because the very essence of playing the safety position is you have to be the last guy to protect your end zone.
Still a lot of time left, but at the end of one, the score, 7-0. Fresh set of downs following the big run. They'll get the call again. Brown racks up 5 on the run. It's now 2nd and 5. They spot it on the 34-yard line. Passes it short. He's brought down at the 25.
It's one of the dangers. You bring those extra defenders trying to get after the quarterback, and you're going to leave some man coverage on the outside. That time the quarterback able to take advantage.
I told you.
Goes through his progression. That incompletion will bring up second down. That'll make it second down with 10 to go. Ball on the 25-yard line. Has a man to his right. Little flip. How about that pass?
Yeah, it's pretty tough to play a zone coverage against this quarterback. He does a great job in recognition, and that time you could see him move the zone defense just a little with his eyes before he threw it in there.
He's dropped down at the 3. Gashes the defense for a pickup of 9.
Well, they brought the blitz that time. The offensive line did a pretty good job recognizing it. They got the blocks, but the back was still able to get out of there for a nice gain.
The defense is backed up against their own end zone. He rolls out to the right. Touchdown, Miami.
Good call by the offensive coordinator that time. He knew they were going to try and come after him, stack the line of scrimmage. He goes with the pass and gets the touchdown.
Dan Carpenter is good on the point after. Carpenter is ready to kick this one off. Holland is deep, looking to return the kickoff. Higgins takes off from the goal line. Gets it to the 21.
The offense really needs to get something going on this series. Maybe even just a field goal on the board is enough to get them jump-started.
It's a fumble.
You have to protect the ball. It's really just as simple as that. You cannot have turnovers and expect to be successful in a game like this.
Barely gets it off.
Pass rush almost got there that time, and he has to feel a little lucky that that ball just fell harmlessly to the turf.
They give it off here.
If you want to be considered one of the top cornerbacks in the National Football League, everybody has to be able to cover. But the top guys can not only cover, but come up and make big hits like that. Tremendous play.
surveys the field. Not sure what the call is. Let's see what the flag is all about. So, with that penalty, they'll move the chains.
And that's a painful one for the defense there. Physically, you win the battle. Mentally, you make the big mistake and give them a first down.
Comes down with it.
The Raiders have a bunch of short completions, but they're not getting the yards after the catch right now, and that's because the defense is playing them very tight and making good, solid tackles.
Inside handoff. Hammered in the backfield. They need 9 on this third down if they want to convert. Ball on the 32-yard line. In heavy traffic.
That was impressively done by the Dolphins.
Yeah, I like to see that.
They'll line up for a very long field goal attempt. This one from 55 yards away. The kick is off target. From their own 45-yard line. Between the tackles. He's off.
Ronnie Brown, obviously a tremendous running back, but I tell you, he really added a whole new dimension to the game of football from that wildcat formation. Plus the fact that he's a left-handed thrower, defenses just tend to go to sleep on that.
And he's tackled at the 17.
Oops, that was just superior play calling that time on the offense. They sucked the defense in with the play action and got it in behind.
First down and 10. The give to the tailback. Tackle short of the end zone, but the Dolphins are set up on a 1st and goal. Miami, it's about to extend the lead to 3 scores. Henny with the give. Here's a look at today's red zone numbers, made possible by Old Spice Body Wash, the greatest smell in the NFL. The halfback with the carry. That's a gain of 2.
That was a run blitz on that play. They brought the middle linebacker effectively, filling all the gaps, and there was simply nowhere for the running back to go.
On the ground with the tailback. Touchdown, Dolphins! The Dolphins run 6 plays and cap it off with a touchdown.
Ricky Williams represents really everything a team could want in a running back. He always fights for the extra yardage. You never see him just running out of bounds. He's a tough guy. He's a great athlete. What a force.
Extra point is good. Carpenter is just about ready to kick this one away. He makes it back to the 25.
The Raiders are looking to dig themselves out of this big hole that they've dug themselves into, and at the very least, you have to show the guys on the other bench you're not going to roll over. They brought the blitz that time, didn't get there, but did throw off the timing of the play to get the incompletion.
They're going for the home run. Oh, watch out! Touchdown, Oakland. And finally, they score after seeing their opponents cross the end zone 3 times on their previous drives. Point after is good. Janikowski will send this one deep. He'll down it in the end zone. The Dolphins are already up 2 possessions and can really quiet this crowd with another score here. Nice running by the vet. He's up over 100 yards now. Two minutes left in the half. Looks for the safe short throw. They can't complete the pass, and now the offense will be looking at second down. That'll make it second down with 10 to go. He's going to pass. Camarillo was his intended target. From their own 33-yard line. Passes it downfield. Caught and dropped immediately. Moves to his right. And folks, our monitors up here show that he may have been offside.
First down.
And so the defense gives up some yards after the flag.
Gus, everybody knows that football is a game of emotion, but unchecked emotion is a bad thing. You have to be able to control yourself on the football field. That's a big mistake.
Loads it up. He's got a man downfield.
And if he can get just a little bit more time, there are guys running open down the field. The pressure is getting close, but it's not there. He should take a fraction longer to make that throw.
And the booth is going to challenge this one. They want to see if he was able to get both feet in bounds before going out.
One of the keys as a receiver to these plays is to make it look simple. In other words, casually make the catch and dot the I and do all that so the official, whether you got your feet down or not, thinks that it looks so good that it's a completion.
Brown gets the call again. A gain of 6. And that'll bring up second down. Here's a look at today's red zone numbers, made possible by Old Spice Body Wash, the greatest smell in the NFL. Has a man short to his left.
Oh, yeah.
Touchdown, Miami. That's his third touchdown, and we're not even at halftime.
And he's just picking this defense apart. You can see when he comes to the line of scrimmage, he almost knows what they're going to do before the snap of the ball.
Carpenter tacks on the extra point. Carpenter is just about ready to kick this one away. And he gathers it at the 6-yard line. He picks it up.
You can almost feel the air being sucked out of a stadium whenever a ball hits the ground on special teams. Everybody goes,
Darren McFadden was the intended receiver.
you bring a little pressure and it impacts quarterbacks, and we saw it there.
Short throw to the left. He's tackled at the 35.
Well, they got away with that one. Really not a very good play throwing back across your body like that, but every once in a while you'll sneak that in.
Here's the pass. He's brought down at the 46-yard line. He's searching for a receiver. Higgins looked like he had it, but couldn't hang on. They can't complete the pass, and now the offense will be looking at second down. Still looking for an open man. Third down coming up after that incomplete pass. That brings up another third down attempt. Searching for an open man. Right through his hands. He almost had the pick. And the pass will fall incomplete. Fourth down coming up.
Just terrific play by the defense. They followed the quarterback's eyes, made a quick jump on the ball, and were all over that one.
He angles it out of bounds at the 24-yard line.
The Dolphins looked very strong that last offensive possession. They capped it off with a touchdown. Those are exactly the types of drives coaches love to see, unless you're on the defensive side.
And as we head to halftime, the score is 28-7. Oakland will get it first here in the second half. Camps under it. He will start from his own 5.
The Raiders are in a dangerous territory right now. This one's gotten a little out of hand, but a touchdown on this series, maybe your defense gets a little momentum going.
It's now second down, 10 yards to go at the 25. Surveys the field. Third down coming up after that incompletion. That brings up 3rd and 10. Ball on their own 25. Goes through his progression. Tip pass, and it's incomplete. And the pass was knocked away at the last minute.
I don't know if that's the guy I want to pick on 3rd down when you have to have a conversion. He is tough.
We need some intensity.
Fourth down. The Raiders ready to punt this one away. He's hit and dropped at the 29-yard line. And they're already up big. That return just really puts them into position to make this thing a blowout. And he's tackled at the 32-yard line. Rolando McClain makes his 5th stop of the game on that play. Second and 7 situation here. He knocks it away at the last second. No completion that time, and it'll bring up 3rd down. Looks left. Here's a short pass. Anthony Fasano was the intended receiver on the play. Fourth down. The Dolphins are lining up to punt this one away. Higgins will start his return to the 24. Let's see if the offense can put something together on this drive. Dumps it out right. He's tackled at the 33.
Very risky pass. You never want to try and throw the ball across your body like that. Players in this league will come up with interceptions on that one.
Campbell hands it off straight ahead. Makes a cut, and he will be hit and dropped. And we'll have a 1st down and 10. Good coverage downfield. He's wrestled down around the 40-yard line by Dansby. First down and 10. Ball on the 40. Bush gets the ball. Gains his way to the 26-yard line. Now we have a 1st down and 10 to go. Bush gets another carry.
And it looked like this defensive line just beat him off the snap. Sometimes those guys can time out the quarterback's cadence. And if the quarterback doesn't start changing that snap count, his offensive line is going to really struggle.
He didn't get back to the line.
And as a quarterback, you have to start to recognize that. You just can't allow that safety to keep sniffing around that eighth man in the box and not throw the football. Essentially, they're daring this offense to throw it, and they're not taking advantage.
Deep pass, end zone. The defender gets a hand on it, and that will bring up fourth down.
And those are the kind of big third down plays you have to have on defense to get the ball back and give your team a chance on offense.
So, it's fourth down. This one will be from 47 yards. It's up, and it's good. Janikowski is ready to kick this one off. He's hit and dropped at the 25. They had to punt it away on their previous drive. Brown takes it up the middle. He's brought down at the 29-yard line. Brown runs for a 4-yard pickup. They're looking at second down and 6. Ball on the 29-yard line. Handoff to the left.
Good run that time by the Dolphins, and such a key part of this football team. They ranked 4th in the league in rushing a season ago. Of course, the Wildcat, a big part of that. But 22 rushing touchdowns, which tied for league best with Baltimore, trying to slowly bring Chad Henne in. The more confidence they have in him, I think probably those rushing numbers will come down a bit.
Now we have a first down and 10 to go. Ball is on the 47. They hand it off.
And let's give credit to the defense. They had a great push there. They got in the backfield, took control of their own gaps.
They go with the run. A 5-yard gain. That brings up third down. And third down, 5 for the first. They spot it at the 42. He lets it go. Cuts back, and he's dropped.
The Dolphins are putting together a good-looking drive here. That's their 3rd first down.
Hillard gets the carry. And he's tackled at the 13.
The Dolphins have had a brilliant game running the ball. If this keeps up, this defense will be totally gassed in the fourth quarter.
Handoff to the right. He's wrestled down at the 7. Here's a look at today's red zone numbers made possible by Old Spice Body Wash. Smell like a man. Man. Fires it in the end zone.
And that would have been a spectacular catch if he'd been able to come up with that one, just thrown a little bit too far outside.
Dumps it short. He's dropped down at the 4. Just about 3.
Really nowhere for the wide receiver to go on that one. I'm not sure if the quarterback realized it was man coverage on that play.
And that's the end of the third quarter. The score is 28-10. The Dolphins have the ball in the red zone, trying to add to their substantial lead as we begin the final quarter. And with that, the score is the Dolphins 31, the Raiders 10. Let's take a look at the drive summary presented by Verizon. He returns to the 26. The offense will start at the 26-yard line. Looking for a man. Complete. Nice catch.
Good job all the way around by the defense that time. Not only did they have the deep routes completely covered there, but they also had the check down well within their grasp.
Here's the throw. Streaks down the sideline. Touchdown, Oakland. And the point after is good. The fourth quarter is just underway, and our score is the Raiders 17, the Dolphins 31. Time for the drive summary. We'd like to let everyone know that this is brought to you by Verizon. Janikowski is ready to kick this one off. He'll down it in the end zone. They'll set up shop at the 20. He's going to throw it. And he's tackled at the 48-yard line. Flips out short.
And that's one of those that the wideout goes back to the huddle thinking, he stinks. This guy's terrible. Then as soon as he sees his quarterback, he says, don't worry about it. We'll get it next time.
Second down and 7 yards to go. Ball on the 48-yard line. Pass is short right side. He's wrestled down at the 44-yard line. Third down now. They'll need a couple of yards to convert for a first down. They'll throw for the first. He's dropped down at the 36-yard line.
Yeah, you don't have to worry about one like that being intercepted. Nobody on the defensive side could have caught that bullet.
And we'll have a first down and 10. Gets the pass off. Camarillo was his intended target. It's now second down, 10 yards to go. Henny gives it up the middle. Looks to be about a 9-yard gain. And so it will be third down. Short yardage situation here. They'll need a little less than a yard to convert. He's searching for a receiver. And it'll be fourth down following the pass deflection.
Well, at the end of the game, you go back and you basically say what happened on third down, and you have a pretty good indication of how that game came out. Good play by the defense.
It's fourth down. And the kicker is off for the 45-yard attempt. The kick is good. Carpenter gets ready to kick it away. And takes off from his own goal line. He brings it back to the 23. Bush gets it on the inside. Another conservative call when the clock is ticking.
Yeah, and really the way the game is played these days, if you're good enough throwing the football, you can make conservative pass calls that are essentially like run plays.
Avoids a sack by getting it off as he's hit.
When you get that kind of pressure, a lot of times the play will result in something worse than just an incompletion.
And they keep the offense out there on 4th down. Throws the deep pass.
Tough choice there. Do you kick the field goal or try and keep that drive alive and get in the end zone? Well, that time they got neither.
Henny with the give. He's brought down at the 24-yard line. 4-yard gain. That brings up 2nd down. Short throw to the right. Finally brought down, and it'll be 1st and goal. So the ball on the 10-yard line. Has a man to his right. Little flip.
You know, that's not one of those plays that's a huge gain by any means, but that's really the essence of an offensive game plan. You have to start hitting some of those short intermediate routes, and that begins to open everything else up.
Four yards out from the score. Gives it up the gut. And it looks short from up here.
Looked like one of those old-fashioned rugby scrums there. A lot of big bodies piled together and nowhere for the running back to go.
Fourth down. And this one is a chippy, about 19 yards out. It's up and it's good. Carpenter will send this one deep. And he gets the ball at the 5. He makes it out to the 28. They turned it over on downs their last time out. Gets it away. He's tackled at the 37.
That was a rocket throw right there. And I tell you, you always hear about just how strong this guy's arm is, and boy, there it was on display.
Excellent gain through the air. Will set them up with another first down and 10.
Tremendous effort and good teamwork by the Dolphins.
Following the sack, it's now 2nd and long. Just gets it away.
Yeah, they brought the blitz, and the offensive line just unable to pick it up that time to force the incompletion.
Searching for an open man.
Good pressure that time, and they forced a bad throw. Not much he could have done with the pocket collapsing like that.
Looks like they decided to go for it here. Finds a way to get rid of it as he's hit.
Big 4th down play by the defense that time, and now the pressure shifts to the other defense to try and make a play.
They pick up 9 there, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Short yardage situation here, 2nd and a yard. He's wrestled down at the 43-yard line. Ronnie Brown found some room and was able to pick up the first. And now it's time to take a look at this game's top performers, brought to you by Gatorade. First down and 10. 2 minutes remaining in the 4th quarter. They snap it to the back. And he's tackled at the 39-yard line. Hillard carries for a 5-yard gain. Here's the give. And he'll lose yardage on the play. They have it at the 40. Henny hands it left. Looked like someone got caught holding. Here's the official call. It's 4th down. The Dolphins are lining up to punt it away. And it's in the end zone for a touchback. They'll start at the 20-yard line. Flips it out short to his left. Defense pushes him out of bounds at the 28-yard line. And 2 yards away here on second down. He's going deep with it. It's knocked down. Excellent play by the defender. Third down coming up after that incompletion. They have one more shot. Let's see if their prayers will be answered with a Hail Mary.
Just missed that time, bringing him down for a sack, but great pressure to force an incompletion.
The Raiders line up to punt. He takes it to maybe the 36-yard line. Brown, the ball carrier. Brown has it slip through his hands. Fumble. That's all from Oaktown. Highlights and stats are next. Here's today's swagger player of the game, presented by Old Spice Deodorant. Here's the play that rocked the stadium, the Doritos Crunch Time play of the game.
This has been a presentation of EA Sports and Madden NFL 11.